All right, let's start with the big story that we are tracking this hour with the latest on the vote count in the three northeast Indian states of Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura. Now, the BJP is all set to form the government for the first time in Tripura, trouncing the left front which ruled the state for well over 25 years. Now, this is the biggest loss for the left front since its loss in West Bengal. And also in Nagaland, there is a very close contest to form the government between the ruling NPF and the BJP NPF alliance. In Meghalaya, the elections have not given a clear verdict either. The Congress has emerged as the single largest party. It now remains to be seen whether it can cobble together a coalition to form a government in Meghalaya. So Tripura is, of course, the big highlight of the day, where the BJP has stormed what was essentially the bastion of the left after 25 years of having ruled the state. Manik Sarkar has now been ousted as the chief minister from the state. And for the first time in the state of Tripura, the BJP will be forming a government with a comprehensive majority of almost about 41 seats out of a total of 60. And also in the case of Nagaland, it's been a bit of a seesaw battle. Initially, it emerged that the Congress may not be way too far behind, but eventually it now appears that it is going to be a bit of a photo finish, because the two coalitions there appear neck to neck. And now it appears that the coalition with the Congress may actually pip the coalition with the BJP in Nagaland. It is still not very clear, but at this point of time, according to the leads and trends that we've got, it appears that the Congress coalition may in fact be ahead. And also my colleague Raghavendra Rao, who's been tracking all the developments from Agartala, is joining us live. Raghavendra, this is an important sort of an election verdict that's in fact come up, in an area where the BJP was virtually non-existent the last time round the elections had taken place. Now BJP is a serious party to be reckoned with, and in Tripura they've come up with a very comprehensive majority.
Absolutely, Mohammed, and it has been a superlative performance as far as the BJP is concerned. Yes, the party was upbeat, the party was confident of putting up a good show, but the numbers which the party now seems to be getting, even many BJP workers and leaders are pleasantly surprised seeing the kind of support the Saffron Party has managed to garner from the voters. Now, this performance is not without reason. It is not only to do with the anti-incumbency which the Manik Sarkar government faced. It's also to do with the fact that the BJP saw an opportunity for the taking, and it took that opportunity. It saw a vacuum which had got created in the state of Tripura, a huge gap between the government and the electorate, the common people. And despite having been in power for almost 25 years, 20 of those years, Manik Sarkar has been the chief minister. The common man on the streets of Tripura and capital Agartala, they had a lot of discontentment, a lot of resentment over simple day-to-day things. Development was one issue. People used to acknowledge that, yes, fine, Manik Sarkar is a clean chief minister. In fact, he has been hailed as one of the poorest chief ministers of India, given the fact that his assets amount up to some 26 lakhs or something. There have been reports that his wife travels in an auto rickshaw. So for optics purposes, all those things were acknowledged. Everybody knows about those things. But at the end of the day, what concerns a common citizen, a common man, or a voter is how does his life get affected on a day-to-day basis by the decisions taken by a government. Now, on that count, the people had a lot of grouses against the left-front government in Tripura. They felt that despite having been in power for so long, the government did precious little to improve their lot. And for years, when left kept winning election after election, that was also due to the fact that there was no credible alternative available at that time. This time that changed. The BJP, with its aggressive campaigning, positioned itself as a serious challenger, and that appeared to have helped its cause, because the people actually felt that yes, this party is a serious contender and can be given an opportunity. And that, I think, is now what is being reflected in these leads which have been tracking since morning, which now appears that, BJP will be forming the government.
Right.
At the end of the day, today we will have the final figures announced by the Election Commission. But yes, the writing is on the wall.
Absolutely indeed. And also the other big election that we are tracking is the result in Nagaland. Earlier it appeared that it was going the BJP way, but now it appears that Nagaland is in fact heading for a photo finish. What is the sense that you get there, Raghavendra?
Well, absolutely, and it's a battle of coalitions in Nagaland, and initially one thought that it could go either way, but as the results have been trickling in all day long till now, it seems that it could be a very, very close battle. It could be a neck and neck fight. It could be anybody's game. But put together, I mean, if you take a closer look at the northeast region per se, now the BJP, they already had Assam, Arunachal and Manipur in their kitty, and then today they are likely to get Tripura, and even if they manage to just cross the finish line in Nagaland, that just leaves Mizoram, which goes to elections sometime later this year. So it's BJP's mission Northeast completely seems to be paying off. The kind of efforts the party has made, special emphasis put by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on all his cabinet ministers and senior party leaders, asking them to visit Northeast states on a frequent basis. The kind of political and electoral engineering which Amit Shah has effected during the campaigning of these polls, a very, very clear-cut strategy was formulated. Senior party leaders visited these areas very frequently. Then people were delegated. Each party man was directed to take care of at least 60 people. Now that's the kind of management and engineering which went on in Tripura. So it's a very micro level management which the BJP's strategists have done, and it seems to have paid off in the long run.
Absolutely. And also, Raghavendra, in many ways this election is now going to define as to what BJP as a party is going to be. In the past it had always been accused of being a party of the Hindi heartland, but here we have the BJP trouncing through for a victory in Tripura, and also putting up such a dominant performance in Nagaland, in areas which are not the part of the Hindi-speaking belt, which are Christian majority, and now BJP has shown that they can also win in these areas as well.
Absolutely, Mohammed, and a very valid point, and I'm happy that you raised it, because yes, I mean, it's there for everybody to see, and it also reflects a great deal about the mind of a voter. Now, if one were to go strictly by religion or community, none of these voters would, or one would imagine, thinking conventionally or maybe in a cliched manner, that none of these voters, purely on basis of their religion or communities, would actually want to vote for the BJP. Now, what has happened is that the northeastern states, the kind of governments and the kind of rule they have witnessed over the past many decades, people have had, they've hardly had an alternative. It was either any of the local parties or the Congress. Now, Congress, the way it has got marginalized nationally and all across, the country, both in Lok Sabha as well as state assemblies, it has almost got decimated. Now, that has left the regional players, and the BJP has they moved really fast in filling up that vacuum. So that is precisely what the BJP has done well. They have captured that space wherever they found it vacant, and they have positioned itself as the alternative to whoever is the incumbent in those states, and that appears to have paid them rich dividends. Now, in Northeast, conventionally, either the people would vote for either of the regional parties or for the Congress, but with Congress having gone down substantially and BJP grabbing that space, the dynamics of this entire region and the electoral dynamics in particular has completely transformed. I mean, it's a great case study in a way as to how Northeast region, which often is referred to as one of the most neglected regions of India, how this particular region, which has historically, which has never ever considered BJP as an option, where BJP had no presence till a few years back. But now how many states in this region are voting wholeheartedly for the BJP. That really goes on to show that if you talk about development, if you talk about substantive issues, if you have a clear-cut agenda, if you are able to communicate your ideas and thoughts to the masses, and if the voters are already dejected with the incumbent, despite you being a right-wing party, you can still make space for yourself. And that exactly is what the BJP appears to have done.
Absolutely indeed, Raghavendra. Thank you very much indeed for having joined us from Agartala and got us all those details. This, in many ways, is a clear break from the past. In many ways, BJP will no longer be accused of being a party belonging to the Hindi heartland. And also, our political affairs editor, Kartikeya Sharma, explains the rise of the Saffron Party. Now, in the year 2013, it was limited to just about 4 states, which the BJP ruled on its own. But now, it is ruling well over 20 states across India. Take a look at this report.
We'll show you the map and we'll tell you how BJP has actually expanded in 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is 2013 map. So in power in Punjab with Shiromani Akali Dal, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh on their own, Goa on their own, Bihar with Nitish Kumar, Jharkhand Alliance, and this is nominal. They were supporting the largest party NPF. So that's how limited BJP was. This is 2013. Now we'll go ahead, we'll go to the next year, which is 2014, and we'll show you the way expansion has taken place. So let's put the 2014 graphic. So by 2014, what happens is that they lost couple of states, in the sense that they were not in power in Delhi also, because by that time Arvind Kejriwal had come to power. But they gained Kashmir, they gained Maharashtra, they also gained Andhra Pradesh, which now is divided and is with Chandrababu Naidu, TDP and Alliance. They have a government in Sikkim, and they take lock, stock and barrel Arunachal Pradesh, where defection took place. Let's go to 2015. In 2015, they lose Bihar to Lalu and Nitish. And again, Delhi is not with them. So 2015 is a bad year for them. But nonetheless, they have gained Haryana also, and Punjab is still with them. We move forward. 2017 was a blockbuster year because they got 300 seats in Uttar Pradesh. They won Uttarakhand. They lost Punjab. So now, Congress is only limited to Punjab, Meghalaya, Pondicherry and Karnataka. So 4 states, and BJP is in 19 states. Now with the 19, the BJP is in a formidable position. And now if with the 19 you add Tripura, which will become 21, and that will send a message that BJP not only rules Delhi, but it controls most of the states in India. That the BJP changed the paradigm. They went into a electoral mode. The whole party was fighting election in one state. It was not as if Gujarat Congress was fighting elections, so only a few leaders from centre would come. The whole party would concentrate on Gujarat. So they have made it very, very different. This time around, Rahul Gandhi has done the same thing. Though the Congress is 0 in both Tripura and Nagaland, but by concentrating on Meghalaya, they have been able to redeem themselves. At least they'll have a government somewhere.